What's going on, everybody? It's Fatal Gaming here, aka Fatal Shots. Today I'm bringing you another video. We're going to be talking about the Hamster Diversion event. So my goal in today's video is to give you all a couple tips, hints, and tricks you all could use to unlock the Hamster Trio a couple days early and hopefully be able to use them on ladder. As an extra plus, it couldn't hurt to get them a couple days early. That way you can learn to master them before any of your opponents do and get that little bit of an extra edge on ladder. So this event is a little bit different than any other event we've had in the game so far. And that's simply because the fact that if you beat it all 10 wins, you'll unlock the Hamster Trio a couple days early, and that'll definitely give you the edge over your opponents for when they fully release. Just because you'll have a little bit more practice and learn to play them a little bit better than everyone else. What makes the Hamster Trio so special is they are the fastest unit in the game, which means the Crocodile can't keep up with them, the Mammoth can't keep up with them, nothing can keep up with them. As long as you put them in the right spot, you should have no problems getting them upfield. Placement is key with them. And the fact that they are a pack, which means you're basically getting 3 Rumblers for the price of 1. On the other hand, the downside to the trio is that they're basically a support character. What that means is they're not very good on their own, which means 9 out of 10 times they'll never score the ball by themselves. They need some help from their teammates. However, on defense, they thrive because there's 3 of them. Since they're a pack, you throw them out, and since there's 3 of them, they'll get in the face of any opponent that has the ball, and any of them will have a hard time getting by, especially for the low energy cost. You will see over the course of this video, I was using my Hamster Trio as mainly a defensive unit. Which is why in this event, Mr. Fire and Love is essential. Once you secure that first goal, you're going to want to go ahead and use your Mammoth for defense. Now, the Mammoth is a really good defensive unit because when he slings out and hits an enemy, he'll pretty much one-hit anybody, simply because his tusks will impale him, which is another reason why I like this game so much, because I thought about the mechanics that well. So the reason Mr. Fire is so important in this event is because you have so many squishier passers and shooters, so you're going to want to try to squeak Mr. Fire past everything going on and hit that goalie and try to kill the goalie. That way your Hamster Trio or your Tiny Tanaki can squeeze by and secure that goal before the goalie can even come back to life. However, if you want to try to secure the goal with the goalie alive, what you're really going to want to do is utilize your Love, Fake Ball, or Magnet and kind of squeak it into the corner. That way it sucks the goalie over. Put out your Hamster Trio or Tiny Tanaki, and hopefully they'll run up and get behind the goalie and with just enough time to score. However, I recommend saving Love for when the goalie's crowded. You can try to send Love upfield to distract everybody upfield while either your Tiny Tanaki or your Hamster Trio secures the goal. As you can see in this video, I was using my Hamster Trio as mainly a defensive unit. Being that there's 3 of them for such a cheap elixir cost, they're a really strong defensive unit, especially against some of the weaker shooters like Tiny Tanaki. They're pretty hard to get by, especially since Tiny Tanaki relies a lot on trick shots and luck. Now, in this video, I really didn't use the Fake Ball too much, and I'm not trying to discredit it. I just felt that Love or Magnet was a better option, and for that matter, I really didn't use Magnet either. So what makes the Hamster Trio a little bit different than every other Rumbler in the game is the fact that they're a pack, and also the fact that they have a completely new shooting mechanic and holding mechanic. So by holding mechanic, I mean they don't necessarily grab the ball. They have to get behind the ball and push it upfield. They don't do anything from the side of the ball, and they don't do anything from the front of the ball. They'll always maneuver to get behind the ball to push it up. And as for shooting, they don't actually shoot the ball. They need to, since they don't grab it, they need to pretty much ram it into the goal with their head. So with that, you need to distract the goalie so they can get behind him. The Hamster Trio has a tremendous amount of potential because of its offensive and defensive capabilities and all-around utility. Once the trio is fully released, I can definitely see them becoming meta easily in the right hands. To anybody who's mastered the Magnet, Love, or fake ball strategies, or even a couple other ones. Who knows how they will pair up against all the other rumblers in the game. However, we can't be certain until they are released because we can only pair them up against the people that are available in this event. However, I can see some possible counters for them probably being Mr. Big Shot, Freeze, Fire, Dung, Crocodile, Bull, any defensive unit really. And that's without getting into any offensive characters that may counter them. Off the top of my head, I could think of Froggy being a hard counter to them, being that they don't actually grab the ball. So not to get too far off topic, back to this event. Your main scorer in this event is probably going to be Tiny Tanaki, with very few goals coming from your hamster trio. It's all going to come down to how you utilize that Mr. Fire or that Love. Or even Fake Ball or Magnet if you're one of those people that are good with them. As long as you watch this video carefully and follow what I do step by step, you should have no problems maxing this event, getting your rewards, and getting the hamster trio a couple days early. I'm really ecstatic about the hamster trio. It shows that they're working on exciting new things. Who knows what they have in store for us in the very near future. With all these massive changes coming, hopefully they add a 2v2 mode or even club integrated tournaments. For a brief backstory on myself, I've been playing mobile games consistently since Clash of Clans. I have no intentions of letting up anytime soon. I'm currently at 6,300 trophies and the leader of Stardust Gaming's Rumble Stars branches. I fell in love with Rumble Stars about halfway through last season, the day I downloaded it. I feel like Rumble Stars has a huge potential in the esports scene, being that it's already starting to make waves. I really can't wait to see how they plan on integrating that. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to hit that bell to get notifications on any future uploads that I do, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.